The latest estimates are that 31% of the cost of building a new house is through taxes and charges and that kind of thing. And that's spread across all three levels of government.
What's stopping Canada from building the homes needed to close the housing gap? A new report from the Task Force for Housing and Climate says part of the problem may be red tape, and it's asking the federal government to take a page from Pierre Poilievre's playbook by tying city and provincial funding to densification.
I think a lot of this is not necessarily, different than what the conservatives or liberals are proposing, but it takes it to the next level. So what a lot of this document suggests is like, yes, we're moving in the right direction, but we're not going there far enough or fast enough.
The blueprint for more and better housing has specific recommendations for all levels of government, but the top line recommendation for cities, provinces, and the federal government is abolishing limits on the number of units that can be built on a lot and abolishing minimum parking requirements. In a statement to CityNews, conservative housing critic Scott Aitchison says, in part, common sense conservatives will reward those who get homes built and punish gatekeepers that block home building. By contrast, Trudeau's so-called Housing Accelerator Fund has done nothing to fix the issue he's created after 8 years in power. The report also calls for overhauls to building codes to speed approvals, financing so cities can buy lots and turn them over to nonprofit developers, and a return to 1960s-style tax programs that allow builders to max out federal tax deductions on the costs of new rental housing.
The government-imposed costs at the municipal level, so development taxes of different forms, development cost charges, amenity fees, lot levies, there's lots of different names for all of these things, have increased about 700% over the past 20 years.
Kevin Lee from the Canadian Home Builders Association says the problem isn't just in approvals. Fees and taxes account for around 30% of a new build. And he says home builders know there's massive demand, but says financing has become the biggest hurdle.
Right now, over the past year, it is 100% increased interest rates. Right, rising interest rates have very much and are have practically a 1-to-1 ratio in the slowdown of new construction.
In Ottawa, Shally Lee, City News.